Okay, so there's something you really need to understand if you want to make money into crypto. And this thing is that in order to make money, you have to get the crypto market getting more liquidity from the outside, from the traditional finance, and maybe also from the retails. And actually, there's an elephant in the room, so no one is talking about, and that's kind of crazy because this will be maybe the most important influx of liquidity coming into the crypto market. And this could be through what we call the derivative market. So what is a derivative market? So let's say you are a multi-billionaire and you want to invest into an asset like let's say a small company, like a multi-million company, but not a billion company. So you want to be involved into the trading of this specific asset, but you cannot, because if you buy with all your billions, the problem is that this specific asset will go up so much that you will lose by buying at this moment, the price will go up and you will lose all the benefits of buying low, because by just your strength you will make the price go up for maybe 100% or 200% because you have so much money and the market isn't liquid enough. That's something you can find also into the micro caps. Let's say a micro cap under 1 million. If you bring $2 million, the price will go crazy, like 10 times or something like this. And so that is a problem the rich people have. So they created a market specifically for this. So they don't buy the asset, but they buy a contract, a derivative of the asset, which is just a contract with the price exactly. By having this specific trick, they can spend billions of dollars into one asset without moving the price, because it's just a contract saying I want to buy that much at this price, at this specific price. And so they need a counterpart, and this counterpart is often a broker. And so you can say why a broker will be the counterpart to that specific contract, because if they lose money. The fact that the probability of the traders earning more than the brokers is really low, and it is that low that the brokers are okay to be the counterpart, because most of the time the traders are losing, and on top of that they are earning fees, meaning they can create all sort of derivative assets and bring a lot of people onto their platforms. So now the question is, what is the strength of the derivative asset? This website is really huge because you have a clear overview of the general market regarding the strength of each market. So we will go through this. This article is from 2020, so there's some modification regarding the cryptocurrency here. It's maybe 10 times bigger right now. I'm not really sure, but something around that. So if you check this silver, so this little point here, this little square, is representing the strength of the silver market, and this is representing the strength of the cryptocurrency market. Here is the military spending, the US budget deficit, the coins and banknotes, the Fed balance sheet, the billionaires. This is all the money the billionaires are having. So this is a gold market. As you can see, it's not that big. So yes, it is way bigger than the cryptocurrency market, but the gold market isn't that big compared to S&P 500, for example, here, compared to the stock market, which is enormous. But we will see that it's not that enormous compared to something else. So the money supply, the global debt, which is also quite interesting to see that the global debt is exceeding the money supply. But we will go through this again. The global real estate. At first, I thought that the global real estate was way bigger than what's coming. So this is a global real estate, pretty big. This one as well. Global wealth, which is enormous. Okay, so this is a global wealth, so that is bigger than the global real estate. And then finally, the derivatives market. There you go. So it goes down and down and down and down and down and down again. So as you can see, the derivatives market is the biggest market this planet has, and it's by far bigger than the global wealth. And so my question is, what will happen when just a portion of this derivative market come into crypto? What if 1% of this derivative market come into crypto? So first thing is it will exceed the actual market cap, the global crypto market cap by far. So obviously, in order to have a derivative market onto the crypto space, you have to go through things like Ethereum or Solana or different blockchains that are dealing with the smart contracts. So let's say if Ethereum is a smart contract platform in 10 years when this happens, well, you can be sure that Ethereum will go up like crazy. It's not even possible to imagine how up it can go if only this 1% of the total derivative market come into crypto. And so now you say, okay, so that's cool, but there's nothing like the derivative market into the crypto space. And that's wrong, because there are things that are existing. And my favorite project regarding this is sim.io. So the gateway to OTC derivatives creates synthetic NFT floor, IPO exposure. You can create any asset as a derivative onto sim.io. So what sim.io is doing is they provide the potential brokers the ability, the technology to do exactly what a derivative market is doing. So it's not a broker's broker, but kind of. So you have access to the white paper here, and trust me, if you want to read through this, you have a lot to read, and it's quite amazing. I've been through it. That has been a subject I've been studied for quite a moment, so I'm not an expert, but I've been reading that amount of text that now I know exactly how it works. And as you can see, the white paper is really interesting, really deep, really profound, and you have so much pages on how this is working. If you want, you can go through this. It will be very, very interesting. But let me explain to you how it works just quickly and easily. So the difference with the traditional derivative markets is that the counterpart is everyone. Everyone who buys and who sells is the counterpart of the opposite side. So sim.io is assuming that there will always be buyers and sellers from a specific asset, meaning there will always be a counterpart. So that means you can short some shitcoins, and that has been made possible by sim.io. So since sim.io has been quite new in the space, started in, if I'm not wrong, in 2022, and it's like a better project than Deus was before. So Lafashiv here is the guy behind sim.io. And so he had a first project that I don't even know what happened to Deus, but anyway, he decided to create a new project better, and that is representing the essence of what the derivative market should be into the crypto space. You have another project that is called Synthetics, but Synthetics is just staying on the surface of what a derivative market on the crypto space should be. And sim.io is a real deal when it comes to derivatives. So if you check the price here, you can see that the launch occurred late 2024, the launch of the token at least, and the actual market cap is 13 million. So I would personally be open to DCA that kind of project, because I know Lafachiv, which is the guy who made the white paper, so the head of the project. I know he's a serious guy, and I know his technology is working, and people are loving what sim.io is doing. So if you leave sim.io the time to develop and to go further, and maybe welcome all this liquidity from the derivatives market that wants to get into crypto, then sim.io could be 2 billions for sure. That will be 100 times from here, and it's not impossible. So I'm not telling that is what will happen, but investing is making bets, and I will really feel peaceful with a bet like this. So I made an article who is going way deeper into this derivative market. You can get access to my school from the link into the description, and see you in the next one.